All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is April 27th. We only got 2 games on the NBA slate to jump into today. Last night, looking at our record, last night we ended up going 2-2, and we had a push. We had the teaser of the Heat -3 and the Grizzlies -2. That teaser pushed. Both those teams finished at that exact number. We had DeAndre Hunter under 3.5 rebounds, which he was absolutely trending on, and I think he had, I don't know, my stats are correct, I think he had 1,000,000 rebounds, so he lost that. We had Mikal Bridges under 15.5 points. I'm pretty sure he had 1,000,000 points. So those were two unders that were definitely womp worthy. And we had Jay Crowder under 10.5 points. That was a little bit of a sweat, but it does cash. And then we had our ride of the day coming in from Scott. We'll give the applause. We had Scott coming in with the ride of the day of Jonas Valanciunas over 12.5 rebounds, which he does cash. So we go 2-2-1 there. We're slowly but surely getting there. We had a couple negative nights in a row. Now we have a night that, unit-wise it's negative, but record-wise we stayed right around 500. But we keep bouncing back. We got 2 games, like I said, on the NBA slate tonight. Before we get into it, I do want to give a little bit of a shout-out here to the Ballers, and I'll give you an explanation as to why I'm doing that in just a second. But we got Dennis, the Anchor, Ricky, Keenan, Zapata, Jameson, Pancho, Corey, Roof, Dr. Julian, Tess, Nick, McCaxton, John, Larry, Pagong, Drew, Corey, Trady, Sherwin, Edwin, Carmelita, Eric, Expect, Thomas, Sam, Harold, Fizz, Ryan, Lamar, Justin, and OJ. Guys, shout out to you for, your continued support on the channel here. $2.99 a month. You get a logo next to your name in the comments. You get some access to exclusive emojis and a lot of stuff that we have planned. I cannot thank you guys enough for the support, and we are going to be rolling out a Ballers only giveaway this weekend. You guys will be able to pick anything from the Fade Me collection here, any shirt, any design, any color, and we're doing a giveaway there for Ballers only. So there's just another perk there. We have giveaways that really only opens it up to the 33 of you guys or so. I guess that's just an additional perk that we can see. So if you guys do want to become a baller, that link will be in the pinned comment, also in the description. $2.99 a month, and you guys have the chance to win a t-shirt of $20+ value. And I think that's just another niche way of being able to give back to the people that choose to support, because that's what it comes down to. I know I mentioned the benefits, I know I mentioned everything else that you get as a baller here, but truly what it comes down to is the support that you guys show, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. So let's jump right into it. Today we are starting with the Bucks hosting the Bulls here. The Bucks are 12-point favorites, and I guess rightfully so, the way that we've seen the last couple games here go. 111-81, 119-95. Chicago's 3-6 in their last 9 games against the spread, 2-7 straight up in their last 9, 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games against Milwaukee, 2-18 straight up in the last 20 games against Milwaukee. So they have not been trending well. In terms of Milwaukee here, they're 6-2 straight up in their last 8. They're 14-2 and straight up in their last 16 games against an opponent in the Eastern Conference, 8-2 straight up in their last 10 games against an opponent in the Central Division. But I might be a little crazy here. In fact, do we do it? We're sounding the psycho alarms. I think I'm going to be leaning Chicago. They must be coming out at least trying to fight here. Caruso's questionable, and I believe Zach LaVine is out, which are 2 absolutely huge knocks to this team who's already struggling. But I think that they at least come out with some grit, or DeRozan goes balls to the wall and Vucevic and try to keep this game within 12. I sounded the psycho alarm there. I could be crazy here, but I am going to be leaning Chicago here plus 12. It still goes on to my theory here. I don't know if this makes a final play. And if you don't know, my final plays will be in the pinned comment. Any player props that I add will be in there as well. And the Discord link that'll be in there is where I explain those player props. I don't know if this becomes a final play, but I just have a feeling that Chicago is able to at least keep this, to a 12 or less type of ball game here. The Bucks are in a good place in the series, up 3-1. They could be a little complacent. They could, not want this game as much as the Bulls, who have their backs against the wall. So I might be crazy, but I'm going to be leaning Chicago here plus 12. And I guess I'm just being honest that I definitely could be crazy here, because that's kind of a crazy take there. But I do want to go and mention the ride of the day, guys. We saw Scott giving us the ride of the day here from yesterday. If you guys do want to use hashtag ride of the day in the comments, You can use that. Give me a player prop. Give me a pick on a game. Give me, a quarterly, a half, anything like that. Give me a play on the game or on one of the games, and I will be picking someone in the comments to ride with, and you guys will get a shout out in tomorrow's video, win or loss. We can give one last little cheers here for Scott. But guys, use hashtag ride of the day in the comments. That is, you get a way to potentially be shouted out in tomorrow's video, win or loss. Give me a play, and I will jump on board with one of you guys. But all right, let's get into the second and final game of the night here. Golden State -9. Denver finally gets a win last time out. I thought Golden State probably had the sweep in them, but it kind of makes sense. We're not seeing many sweeps other than my Boston Celtics here being able to sweep in the playoffs here. Golden State -9. Just in terms of some trends that we're looking at here, Denver's 1-4 against the spread in their last 5. The total for them has gone over in 5 of their last 5. They're 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games against Golden State. 2-7 against the spread in their last 9 games when on the road against Golden State. This is a large number. I'll give them that. This is something that I could probably see them covering, but I'm going to lead in Golden State here. They're 8-2 against the spread in their last 10 games, 8-1 straight up in their last 9. They're 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 games at home, 7-2 against the spread in their last 9 games when playing at home against Denver, which is obviously the inverse of that Denver stat on the road. So I know it's a big number, but I think Golden State says, all right, you know what? Off with you guys. Let's finish you off tonight. 9 points. Don't worry about it. I think that this is a double-digit win for the Warriors. Again, I don't love the number. I can't jump on here and say either of these two numbers I really do like. Like, you could see how many games or how many player props are either winning or losing on the hook as of late. These are playoff lines. They're sharp. The books know exactly what they're doing. But at the end of the day, I do think that, I'm just trusting the fact that the Warriors are going to say, you know what? Let's close out this series. Let's win it. Boom, blow their doors, and maybe Denver realizes that their season's over. They give up a little bit, and, we're on our way. So I'm going to lean Golden State here, -9. Again, I go Bulls +12 and Golden State -9. I would love both those numbers to be a half-point different. Bulls +12.5 would make me feel a lot better, and then Golden State -8.5. But those are the flat numbers that we have as of right now. Make sure to keep an eye on the pinned comment to see if I make any final plays. I will probably add a couple player props into the mix, and the Discord is where I explain why I arrived upon those player props. Make sure to check out that Discord. We got 1,000+ people in there discussing bets all day long and giving their thoughts, and you might find some new ideas or some new research that you couldn't find yourself. So make sure to go check that out, guys. And again, become a baller if you guys do want to. We are going to be doing a ballers only giveaway, and there's nothing, the ballers, it just comes down to your email. Like, I'm literally just picking a baller to win a t-shirt, and we're probably going to do that more and more often. So shout out one more time to the ballers there. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and then use hashtag ride of the day in the comments. Let's see if we have a winning night. These playoff lines are so hard, but, we're so up in the playoffs. We're up in the season. We're hanging in there. It's a heavyweight fight against Vegas. No knockouts. All we want to do is point Vegas to death and win once the judge has their decision. But I will catch you guys in the next video. As always, peace out.